Growing up, I'm sure there were times that brothers Rob and Dale Anderson had to be separated because of some small family squabble. But this time, an entire football field had to be put between the two of them. But all was good in the end. Thermopolis at Lyman in a 2A West matchup. First quarter. Thermopolis wearing the white. Jock Maddock flares a pass to Caden Hahn. The latter makes the reception, cuts back in, gets some good blocking, and he'll go half of the length of the field for the first score of the game. 2-point conversion good. Bobcats go up 8-0. Lyman did not take long to answer. And get used to seeing this guy a lot. Tui Magalogo. He's got some speed and some moves. 35 yards untouched. Just wait until the second half. There's a lot more coming. This game is tied at 8 points apiece. Now for some defense. At times, the Eagles dominated the line of scrimmage, and Maddock got swallowed up whole on this play. Ryan Martin got to him first, and Skylar Walker would help finish the job. This was turning into a pretty good game so far. This season, the Eagles have not been well known for their passing attack, and here's why. Check out all the traffic. Tyler Cornwell was in the right place at the right time to pick off the deflection, and he would get a good return back to the opposing 28-yard line, and the visitors were in business again. The Bobcats needed this game to establish their validity as title contenders. They would go for it on fourth down at the 14. The window was closing on Maddock, but he would find Dylan Schaefer for a score. No guts, no glory sometimes. They would reclaim the lead 16-8. The defending 2A state champs would strike back. Landon Bradshaw was not afraid to do things himself. On the QB draw, he would weave his way through the defense for 20 yards and a score. Conversion no good, but his team was only down 16-14 after the first 12 minutes. Second quarter, the boys in blue were back at it again. Bradshaw would once more call his own number. He has room on the far sidelines for 58 yards, but check out that knockdown. Illegal block in the back, no touchdown. Penalties ended up being the Achilles heel in the first half for the home team. 7 of them can cost you some points, and it did there. Not much else happened before halftime, and the score remained at 16-14 going into the break. Third quarter, Lyman would clean up their act, and on the first play, Magalogo would bust loose big time. This guy knows how to run and elude would-be tacklers. He would do both en route to the house, 81 yards. The senior was just warming up. There's more to come. Home team now leads 22-16. The Bobcats would try to regroup, and things were going pretty good for a while until this play happened. Damian Chandler would get a hand on the ball first, and then Drew Rollins would end up with the turnover. The momentum has shifted over to the boys in blue, and capitalizing on things would make it a whole lot better. After a 5-yard penalty, guess who's going to get the ball again? This play was similar to the last one. Magalogo is going to turn on the Jets, and he is flying like an eagle. Well, not exactly, but you get the idea. 84 yards and gone. Coming into this game, Thermop had the second best rush defense in the state Class 2A. Not anymore. The score was 28-16 going into the final 12 minutes. Fourth quarter, the senior was not done. Here he comes, and there he goes. Add on 60 more yards to his total. His teammates on the sideline got a little too excited and almost ran over the camera. For the game, 332 yards. That's the single best rushing performance in a game so far this season, all classes. Lyman is in control with a 36-16 advantage. Not only was Magalogo racking up the yards and points for his team, the cheerleaders had their work cut out for them, having to do all those push-ups every time he scored. They ended up doing about 152 on our count. The Bobcats had to do something quick because they have done nothing since mid-first quarter. Unfortunately, Brighton Blumel was waiting on this one, and the freshman would get an easy INT in enemy territory and back to the 27-yard line. The home team was poised to put the stake in this one. Bradshaw would finish the job himself. 1 yard and 6 more points. Lyman would bring Thermopolis back down to earth with a resounding thud, 44-16.